First of all, good morning from sunrise in the beautiful desert in the Southwest United States. I made it out just for you. Second of all, neuroscientists have now proven that there is a hidden part of your brain that is controlling your entire life. And in this video, I'm going to break down the ultimate neuroscientific manifestation guide to unlock your brain and attract whatever you want. Now, you may be surprised to know, but neuroscientists have found there's a specific part of your brain that is ruining your life, and it's stopping you from the money that you desire. It's stopping you from attracting true love. It's stopping you from getting your dream house, your dream car, perfect health. It's keeping you away from whatever you desire. And this evolution has actually happened over thousands of years in your brain. And neuroscientists have now given us the proof that we need to actually change our lives. Now, imagine you're alive 10,000 years ago. You're living in a cave, you have very smelly breath, and every day is life or death. It's kill or be killed. And you're on high alert. You're looking for all these threats to your environment that could endanger your survival and your family's survival. Here you are, you're kind of like a caveman or a cavewoman, hardly intellectually advanced, but you have an unbelievable, almost computer-like ability to sense incoming danger. Something doesn't feel right, your brain is warning you. But when you look around, you don't see anything. Even still, you decide to grab your children and you hide in a carved out room in a boulder of rocks. And then minutes later, a family of massive black bears comes and patrols the area. Your life is saved. But by what? What was it that allowed you to sense a danger that you couldn't see? What part of your brain allowed you to unconsciously filter all the information from the environment and know that you needed to hide even though you couldn't consciously see it? Deep within the brainstem, there's a bundle of neurons. It's called the reticular activating system, RAS for short. And that holds the key to transforming your life today, to get the money you want, your soulmate, your house, your car, whatever it is that you want. Now, before we dive into it, just pardon the wind, my hair's blowing a little bit, but the RAS is kind of like your gatekeeper. Your brain processes a staggering 11 million bits of information per second. Your conscious mind can only handle 40 to 50 bits. So the RAS is filtering all this incoming information that's happening all in front of you, and it's kind of like a bouncer at a nightclub, and it's deciding which information gets to access your conscious awareness and become part of your life. But why is it so crucial, right? Imagine if you could consciously process 11 million bits of information every single second. You would literally become insane and your head may be exploding, and you wouldn't be able to live in reality at all because you wouldn't be able to filter all this information. You wouldn't know what information from the environment is essential, what isn't, what is a life or death situation, what isn't. You wouldn't be able to process if there was some impending threat on your life. You wouldn't be able to make sense of the world at all, right? You could get distracted just by little tiny things. So this summarizes big idea number one. Your reticular activating system controls your entire life. And ultimately, it has one goal: to keep you safe from threats. Now, let's move on to present day. You're no longer a caveman with smelly breath, and you're alive here on planet Earth in this very moment. And you got that thing, the RAS, your reticular activating system. So have you ever experienced wanting to buy a specific car? Let's say it's a red Toyota Tacoma truck, and suddenly you start seeing them everywhere. And it's as if the roads have been flooded with them overnight. But the truth is, those trucks were always there. It's that your reticular activating system now brings them to your conscious attention because they've become significant to you. Your reticular activating system is unknowingly controlling your entire life today. Struggling financially? Your RAS has been programmed to do this in the same way it does with the red truck. Unable to find true love? Your RAS has been led to believe that it's keeping you safe from heartbreak and past trauma, so it's blocking you from attracting true love, trying to keep you safe. The RAS is critical for survival. Negative threats, dangers, all of this stuff. But think about it, we don't have the same impending threats we had thousands of years ago. So now the brain is taking social pressures, social failures, money fears, love fears, and it's making them into life or death, and it's keeping you safe from them. Then you couple in all the negative news we're bombarded with every single second, negative social media, all of this crap, it's going into your brain, and your RAS is saying, wow, I have to keep you safe from all of this bad stuff. So it pushes you away from the money, and it pushes you away from your soulmate, and it tries to keep you safe because threats to your survival that really don't exist, but it thinks it's real. But when you have this knowledge, you can rewire your brain and your RAS to become a literal magnet to get what you want. And this summarizes big idea number 2. Give your RAS, your brain, a new instruction manual so you can overcome your old trauma, and then your RAS becomes a GPS system to get exactly what you want. Now, it's as simple as this. Updating the instruction manual in your brain's reticular activating system, you can start to tell it to look for money. You can start to tell it to look for love, for happiness, for success, for whatever it is that you want. It's no longer scanning for danger. So for example, one powerful method to reprogram your RAS is through visualization. There was an amazing study done at the Journal of Neurophysiology, and it demonstrated the incredible impact of visualization. So they had participants, they had them vividly imagine themselves lifting weights with a specific finger. Picking up with my finger. And the power of this visualization that they had them do was absolutely amazing. By repeatedly visualizing their goals, they found that the people that were just moving their little finger had the exact same brain response as if they were actually lifting weights. Now, the simplest way to think about this is your RAS is exactly like a GPS. Whatever you put into it consciously, the GPS will ultimately guide you there. And so when I first learned this, I decided, okay, what's the best way to do it? And for me, I found that it was hypnotism. It was self-hypnosis. I actually have a free success hypnosis. It's right there down below, jakeshypnosis.com. It's pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. And my dream was I wanted to become a big, successful author. I wanted to inspire a bunch of people, make a bunch of money doing what I loved. I wanted to write books, do all this stuff. Well, all my outer reality was telling me the opposite. All the publishing companies said no. And I decided, okay, what if I just update the GPS in my brain instead of taking me for more failure based off of the way that I was programmed? And I started doing a success hypnosis every single day, every single night. When I worked, when I cooked, when I was taking showers, I just started updating the software, the GPS coordinates. And it was pretty amazing. By the time I was 28 years old, I had a multi-million-dollar business. I had 3 books, 2 of them published with Penguin Random House, the #1 English publishing company in the world. All of these amazing things started happening. Well, what changed? It wasn't that I was particularly intelligent. I was a college dropout that failed junior English class in high school and was diagnosed with ADD and all, you can't focus and you're not that smart. I just changed the GPS. And you can do the same thing. You can check that out right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. Now, one of the last most powerful ways to update your RAS is writing down your goals and speaking them out loud every morning. By repeatedly affirming, speaking, visualizing your goals, you're actually updating your brain to focus on what matters. And there was research conducted by psychology professor Dr. Gail Matthews, and he revealed that individuals who wrote down their goals and spoke them out loud were 42% more likely to achieve them. Doing this actually enhances the memory in your cells to think it has occurred, and it's stimulating the RAS to say, make this a reality. So the simplest way to do it is to write down what you want. The money you want, the house you want, the health you want, your soulmate, whatever it is that you want, and then tape it on your bathroom mirror, on your refrigerator, on your wall, and every morning and every night before you go to sleep, just practice reading it out loud with the same emotion as if it's literally occurred. Your RAS thinks it has occurred, and it says, okay, boss, I've got the instructions. Now it's time to make it a reality. And there you have it, my friend, the secret power in your brain, your reticular activating system. It's time to update it. It's time to no longer allow it to live in fear and try to keep you safe in a little bubble. It's time to reprogram your RAS to bring more money, to bring love, the success you want, the abundance you want, the health you want, the friendships you want. It's time to update it. And if you want to use this superpower, check out my free success hypnosis. It's jakeshypnosis.com, pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. If you enjoyed today's video outside, give me a comment that says, I love this video. Smash the like button on it, subscribe, bell notification. Have a wonderful day, and I'll link to another video I think you'll really